Today we have IELTS writing task 1. Let's wait for our students to join. Again, ഒരു week start ചെയ്തിരിക്കുന്നു. Monday ആണ്. How's your weekend? Yes, our students are joining. Once again, good morning to you all. Okay. How is your preparations? എങ്ങനെയുണ്ട് preparations ഒക്കെ? Anybody have exams in the coming week? ഈ അടുത്ത ആഴ്ചകളിൽ ആർക്കെങ്കിലും ഒക്കെ എക്സാംസ് ഉണ്ടോ? ആൻഡ് ഏത് ടോപ്പിക്സ് ഒക്കെയാണ് നിങ്ങൾക്ക് ഡിഫിക്കൽട്ടായിട്ട് ഫീൽ ചെയ്യുന്നത്? യെസ്, ഗുഡ് മോർണിംഗ് ഷിനു. ഗുഡ് മോർണിംഗ്. ഗുഡ് മോർണിംഗ് ഷാനി. ഹൗ ഇസ് യുവർ വീക്കെൻഡ്? ഗുഡ് മോർണിംഗ് ആതിര. Good morning, Simi. Good morning. Yes. So, most of our students have joined. So, let's move on. Good morning, Sneha. Hope all are doing well. എല്ലാവരും സുഖമായി ഇരിക്കുന്നു വിശ്വസിക്കുന്നു. Okay, again we have another week. It's time to plan. അല്ലേ? ഒരാഴ്ചയിൽ എന്തൊക്കെ ചെയ്യാൻ പോകുന്നു എന്ന് പ്ലാൻ ചെയ്യാനുള്ള ദിവസമാണ്. ഓൾറെഡി കുറേ ആളുകളൊക്കെ പ്ലാൻ ചെയ്തിട്ടുണ്ട്. ഇഫ് യു ഹാവ് എ ബെറ്റർ പ്ലാൻ യുൽ ഹാവ് എ ബെറ്റർ വീക്ക്. അങ്ങനെയാണല്ലോ അല്ലേ? സോ എല്ലാവർക്കും നിങ്ങൾ പ്ലാൻ ചെയ്ത കാര്യങ്ങൾ അതുപോലെ തന്നെ ചെയ്യാൻ സാധിക്കട്ടെ. ഓക്കെ, ഗുഡ് മോർണിംഗ് ശിവ. ഓക്കെ, ഹോപ്പ് എവരിവൺ ഈസ് ഡൂയിങ് ഗുഡ്. Today we have IELTS academic writing task 1. Academic writing ana, so you will get any type of pictures. All are aware about that. Do you remember last class what did we learn? കഴിഞ്ഞ ക്ലാസ്സിൽ നമ്മൾ എന്താ പഠിച്ചതെന്ന് anybody remember? Good morning, Reshma. Okay, today, കുറേ സ്റ്റുഡൻസിൻ്റെ റിക്വസ്റ്റ് പ്രകാരമാണ് ഒരു കമ്പൈൻഡ് ഗ്രാഫ് എടുത്തിരിക്കുന്നത്. ഇന്നത്തെ കമ്പൈൻഡ് ഗ്രാഫിൽ വി ഹാവ് ലൈൻ ഗ്രാഫ് ആൻഡ് ബാർ ചാർട്ട്. നമുക്ക് കുറേ സ്റ്റുഡൻസ് റിക്വസ്റ്റ് ചെയ്തിരുന്നു. ദേ ഫീൽ ഡിഫിക്കൽട്ട് ഇൻ മാനേജിങ് ലൈൻ ഗ്രാഫ്സ് ആൻഡ് combined graphs. When they get such types of graph in their examination, they feel a bit difficult. So let's see how to do a combined graph today. Good morning, Reshma. Good morning, Riaz. Good morning, everyone. Okay, before going to that, I have a question here for you. Last class we have done such type of graph. Yes, anybody please do comment which type of graph is this. The graph below shows the consumption of 4 types of dairy products in the USA from 1970 to 2010. I request all my students to comment which type of graph it is. It is most popular type of graph which you get in your writing task 1. This is the type of graph. You can see many lines. So, which type of graph this is? This is the type of graph. Shiji says line graph. Yes, Shiji. Thank you for your response. What about Sneha, Shani, and many other students? Which type of graph it is? Good morning, Mohammed. Which type of graph? Yes, Mary says line graph. Good. Yes, it is a line graph. What about other students? Which type of graph it is? You can see many lines. Jinsi, good morning, Jinsi. You can see many lines. Here the question is, the graph below shows the consumption of 4 types of dairy products in the USA from 1970 to 2010. Which type of graph this is? Which one do you feel? Many of your friends have told it is a line graph. How do you feel? Yes, definitely. It is a line graph. Thank you for all your comments. Jinsi says line graph. Thank you for all your comments. It is definitely a line graph. And now my question is, what are the 4 types of dairy products which are shown there? By seeing the graph, can you say what are the 4 types of dairy products which are shown in the graph? There is a blue line, there is an orange line, a green, a brown. What does the blue line shows? In the graph, what does the blue line shows? Jinsi, Mary, Muhammad. What does the blue line over shows? എന്തിനെയാണ് അത് represent ചെയ്യുന്നത്? Just I'm asking you to make sure that you understood the graph. ഇവിടെ, see here. Yes, good Mary, very good. The blue line here shows the cheese. Jason, yes, cheese, very good. Here, you see the blue line over here shows the cheese. Before going to the writing session, you should first thing is to identify what are the things given here. Yes, Jason says it is cheese. Yes, most of the students noted it as cheese. Yes, it is exactly what they meant, because there are 4 types of dairy products and the blue line represents cheese. What about the orange line? Is it visible to you? What about the orange line? What does it shows here? See here, what does it shows? And one more thing I would like to ask, the blue line cheese, what is the trend of that? Cheese in the trend enganeyana? From here it goes upward. So what is the trend of cheese over there? Dear students, please, could you please, yes, Jason, yes, good Jason, it's orange one is full fat ice cream. And now I would like to know, how about the trend of the cheese, which we told the blue line shows the cheese. Cheese in the trend enganeyana? How about the trend? Is it increasing or decreasing? എങ്ങനത്തെ ട്രെൻഡാണ് ചീസ് കാണിക്കുന്നത്? What the trend is about? Because as it is a change graph, 1970 to 2010, you should identify the trend. It is really important to identify the trend. Yes, very good Mary. Mary says the trend is increasing. Cheese in the trend endana consumption of trees, it is nearly 7 to, and again it is increasing around about 20. Right? So it shows an increasing trend. Very good, very good. Jason says increasing. Very good. Oh, I'm happy that all my students understand what the trend is, how to identify the trend. Next one is the full fat cream. Full fat cream. What about the trend of full fat cream? Full fat ice cream. The orange one denotes full fat ice cream. What about the trend over here? What about the trend over here? Full fat ice cream. Is it increasing or it is decreasing, or what does it shows? The orange line shows full fat ice cream. What is the trend over here? Is it increasing or decreasing? Yes, Mary. Kabir. Jason. Shalini says it is decreasing. Shalini says it is from 10 and then final year it reaches around 6. Shalini says it is decreasing. Full fat ice cream. Stable. You cannot see much changes over here. Stable. Yes. It is it fluctuating? Fluctuate. Jason says it is fluctuating. Yes. You cannot say whether it is an increase or a decrease. Okay. Good. Okay. Next is the low-fat ice cream. What about low-fat ice cream? What about low-fat ice cream? The green one here shows low-fat ice cream. Is it so? The green one over here shows low-fat ice cream. What is the trend over there? അവിടെ എന്ത് ട്രെൻഡാണ് ഇത് കാണിക്കുന്നത്? Muhammad, Mary, Kabir, and I want all dear students to show your insights. നിങ്ങൾ എന്താണ് വിചാരിക്കുന്നത്? What idea do you get from here? ഇവിടെ നിന്ന് നിങ്ങൾക്ക് yes. Mary says it is it's stable change. It shows a stable trend. Is it so? Mary പറയുന്നു stable ആണെന്ന്. Here we have Riaz. He says again it's a stable trend. Good. And what about Jackson? Jackson says it is a stable trend. Good. Nisha says it is a stable trend. Good. So, most of us students are aware about the trends. It's really important to know regarding the trends. And what about yogurt? Here see yogurt from 0 and starting from nearly 0 and it has escalated. What about the changes in yogurt? Yes, very good, Mary. Mary says yogurt shows an increasing trend. So, here we saw 4 different types of dietary products and we have identified different trends. Now, I'll give you a sample introduction. That means I'll give you a sample of the body paragraph. Okay? Before that, I would like to know for writing a graph, what is the format? First paragraph, what should be the first paragraph? Yes, എന്താണ് നമ്മൾ ഒരു ഗ്രാഫ് എഴുതാൻ തുടങ്ങുമ്പോൾ ഫസ്റ്റ് ഒരു ഇൻട്രൊഡക്ഷൻ പാരഗ്രാഫ് വേണമല്ലോ. സോ വാട്ട് കുഡ് ബി ദെയർ? ഇൻട്രൊഡക്ഷനിൽ നമ്മൾ സാധാരണയായിട്ട് എന്താണ് എഴുതുക? Gina says, paraphrase the question. Good, Gina. Very good. Yes, definitely. നമ്മൾ ഒരു question കിട്ടിക്കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ the first thing is you should paraphrase the question. Very good. Paraphrasing the question. Very good. So, ഇവിടെ I am showing a sample of body paragraph. Here, can you just try to fill these gaps? We have already analyzed the trend from our graph. Now, I would like my students to fill these gaps. The amount of cheese eaten by people from the USA dash from the about 7 pounds in 1970. The amount of cheese eaten by people from USA. What happened to the amount of cheese? The amount of cheese eaten by people from the USA dash. What happened to cheese? What is the changes here? Here you have to write the changes. So see what would be the changes over here? The amount of cheese eaten by people from the USA dash from about 7 pounds in 1970 to reach a dash of over 20 pounds in 2010. It really shows what the change the amount of cheese took by the people from the USA. See here, what is the change over here? It shows the amount of cheese eaten by people from USA. What happened over here? What happened over here? Rose or climbed. the amount of cheese eaten by people from the USA. What happened here? You should write the trend. Increased or rose or went up or climbed. How it was. How the climb was. The increase was remarkable. So you can write significant, considerable, steadily. Okay, the amount of cheese taken by people from the USA increased steadily from about 7 pounds in 1970 to reach, what was that? What was that? It shows around 20. Here you can say it is a peak. At the highest ആയിട്ട് നിൽക്കുന്നതിനെ you can call it as a peak. Is it so? എന്ത് പറയാൻ പറ്റും? ഏറ്റവും ഹയസ്റ്റ് ആയിട്ട് നിൽക്കുന്ന ഒരു വാല്യൂവിനെ എന്താണ് പറയാൻ പറ്റുന്നത്? ഫ്രം 7 they show a significant growth, rise, and it reached 20. So the highest value over there is 20. For this, what can you say? When it reaches the highest value, what can you say for that? We can say it reached the peak. Clear? Peak-like etti ennu parayam of over 20 pounds in 2010. Clear? Okay, so what are you going to fill here? The amount of cheese eaten by people from the USA dash and dash from about 7 pounds in 1970 to reach a dash of over 20 pounds in 2010. So I request my students to write their comments. And what could you fill over there? The first dash, what could be the answer? We identify the trend. We saw at what the amount reached. ഇതെല്ലാം നമ്മൾ കണ്ടു. So what would you write over here? The amount of cheese eaten by people from the USA dash from about 7 pounds in 1970 to reach of over 20 pounds in 2010. Anjali says increased steadily. Good. What are the synonyms you know for increase? Increase and the synonyms എന്തൊക്കെയാണ് അറിയാവുന്നത്? What are the synonyms that you know for increase? Very good. Went up, rise. Yes. Good. Okay, instead of significantly, you can say steadily as well. Good. And 7 pounds in 1917 to reach a peak of over 20 pounds in 2010. Good. So, here in the next line, likewise the consumption of yogurt dashed from just over 0 to just under 10 pounds in the final year. Here there is a linking word or there is a connector. Can you say what the connector is before going to the next item or next dairy product? They have added, here we have added a linking word. Can you say what the linking word over here is? It is mandatory to write linking words so that you can get a better band. ഇവിടെ ഏത് ലിങ്കിങ് വേർഡ് ഉപയോഗിച്ചിരിക്കുന്നത്? Before going to the yogurt, they've used a linking word over there. എന്താണ് അവിടെ ലിങ്കിങ് വേർഡ് ഉപയോഗിച്ചിരിക്കുന്നത്? മേരി, ജെയ്സൺ, മുഹമ്മദ്, അനില. Can you say the linking word? Which one they used over there? A part. See, I'm talking about here. Before going to the yogurt, they have used a linking word. Yes, apart from that, it's a linking word. We can say that. Here, in 2010, after 2010, did you see a word likewise? Is it visible to you? Likewise? അതുപോലെ തന്നെ likewise. Here the word is likewise. Are you able to see the screen? Screen കാണാൻ പറ്റുന്നുണ്ടോ? If so, please comment yes or no. എല്ലാവർക്കും സ്ക്രീൻ കാണാൻ പറ്റുന്നുണ്ടെന്ന് വിശ്വസിക്കുന്നു. ഓക്കെ. നോ, യു കാൻ സീ ദ സ്ക്രീൻ. Now is it visible? Okay, here they wrote here, likewise, see, likewise the consumption of yogurt. What happened to the consumption of yogurt? Dash from just over 0 to. Okay, thank you. Okay. Likewise, the consumption of yogurt dash from just over 0 to just under 10 pounds in the final year. The consumption of yogurt from just over 0 to just under 10 pounds in the final year. So, here it is from 0 to 10. Alle? Avada thanne kaanikkirundu what the trend over here is. Likewise, the consumption of yogurt dash from just over 0 to under 10 pounds in the final year. Here it shows what the trend over here is. Here from 0 to 10. So, what is the trend over there? Definitely, yes, increasing trend. So, the consumption of yogurt increased or climbed up or went up from just over 0 to just under 10 pounds in the final year. And there was dash in the amount of full fat ice cream eaten by about 2 pounds to reach about 9 pounds in 2010. There was a decrease in the amount of full fat ice cream of about 2 pounds to reach about 9 pounds in 2010. The consumption of low fat ice cream, what it was here, low fat ice cream. We have already mentioned about low fat ice cream. Yes, a slight fluctuation can be seen. The consumption of low-fat ice cream fluctuated at around 4 pounds over the period given. You can write even such words, over the period given. It is not mandatory to write every time the year. Over the period given can also be written. The consumption of low-fat ice creams at around 4 pounds ice cream fluctuated at around 4 pounds over the given period. So, we have the answers here. Rose, climbed, increased or went up. These are the synonyms. Steadily, significantly and considerably. If the change is a big one, you can definitely write steadily, significantly, considerably and peak. Next one is peak. If the value is at high. And if it increased, you can say rose, climbed, increased, went up. If it is decrease, you can say decrease, fall, decline, drop, slight fall, a marginal decrease or a minimal drop. If it shows fluctuation, that means increase, decrease, increase, decrease. If such shows, you can definitely write fluctuated. Okay, today we are going to deal with the combined graph. Here in our picture, which type of graphs can you see? ഈ പിക്ചറിൽ 2 ടൈപ്പ് ഓഫ് ഗ്രാഫ്സ് ഉണ്ട്. ഏതൊക്കെയാണത്? Today we will just analyze the graph over here and the details of the graph over here. See, the line graph, very good, the line graph shows visit to and from the UK from 1979 to 1999. The bar chart shows the most popular countries visited by UK resident in 1999. Okay, here Mary says there is a line graph and a bar chart. What about Jason? Okay, good. Geetu says line and bar. Good, Geetu. yes, definitely there are two graphs. This is a combined type of graph. In examination, you may get this type of graph, that is a combined type of graph. If you get such type of graph, you should identify each and every given data from this graph. Here, you are supposed to write the details of both these graphs. ഇങ്ങനെ ഒരു ഗ്രാഫ് വന്നു കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ ഒരു കമ്പൈൻഡ് ഗ്രാഫ്, എനി ടൈപ്പ് ഓഫ് ഗ്രാഫ് യു മേക്ക് ഇറ്റ്. ചിലപ്പോൾ ഒരു പൈ ചാർട്ട് ആവാം, ചിലപ്പോൾ ലൈൻ ഗ്രാഫ് ആവാം, ഏത് ടൈപ്പ് ഗ്രാഫ് വേണമെങ്കിലും ആവാം. ഓക്കെ, സോ there you have to write the details of both these graphs. ഈ രണ്ട് ഗ്രാഫിൽ എന്താണോ പറഞ്ഞിരിക്കുന്നത്, you are supposed to write that. Okay, clear? Okay, here what does this say? Visits abroad by UK residents. അല്ലേ? The line graph shows visits to and from UK from 1979 to 1999. That is, visit to UK and from UK. To and from. Those who are coming to UK and those who are going from UK. Is it so? അല്ലേ? അങ്ങനെയല്ലേ പറഞ്ഞിരിക്കുന്നത്? ഓക്കെ, visits abroad by UK residents. This line shows the visits abroad by UK resident. What is the trend over here? From 19 and it is increasing, right? From here and it is going up. ഏത് ട്രെൻഡാണ് ഇവിടെ പറഞ്ഞിരിക്കുന്നത്? ഇൻക്രീസിങ് ട്രെൻഡ് അല്ലേ? അപ്പം ഇറ്റ്സ് റിയലി ഇമ്പോർട്ടൻറ്റ് ടു നോ വാട്ട് ദ ട്രെൻഡ് ഓവർ ഹിയർ ഈസ്. And this line shows visits. Yes, Jason says it is a bar chart and a line graph. Good, Jason. Visits to the UK and by overseas residents. Visits to UK and by overseas residents who are staying away. Overseas residents in the visit ആണ് ഈ രണ്ടാമത്തെ ഈ തിക്കറായിട്ടുള്ള ലൈൻ കാണിച്ചിരിക്കുന്നത്. ഫസ്റ്റ് ലൈൻ ഷോസ് visits abroad by UK residents. Fine. And what about the bar chart? The most popular countries visited by UK residents in 1999. It's very good, Mary. It shows an increase, right? Yes, from down and it increases. So here, the most popular country visited by UK residents in 1999. They say different countries: Turkey, Greece, USA, Spain, France. These are the different countries, most popular countries visited by UK residents in 1999. In 1999, the people who visited to these countries. How many people visited to Turkey? How many people visited to Greece? This shows the USA, Spain and France. Here they shows how much people, like millions of UK visitors, how much million people visited Turkey, Greece, USA, Spain and France. Here, good morning Shaiji. And here I would like to know, if you get a graph like this, what are you going to do first? Today, first let's just see the introduction part of this one. I would like you to prepare an introduction for this. We have the question here. The line graph shows visits to and from the UK from 1979 to 1999. And the second question is, the bar chart shows the most popular countries visited by UK resident in 1999. Here today we'll just see how to write a better introduction. So if you get such a graph, what will you write for an introduction? In introduction, you are supposed to paraphrase both the questions. It is really important. You should paraphrase both the questions. So can you just write your own introductions? I'm waiting for that. We have done many different types of graphs and we've studied how to write an introduction. So here I would like my dear students to make a beautiful introduction for this question. Today we'll just see how to write a better introduction. I'll just give a clue. You have to include both these questions. ഈ രണ്ട് ക്വസ്റ്റ്യനും നമ്മൾ ഇൻട്രൊഡക്ഷനിൽ ഇൻക്ലൂഡ് ചെയ്യണം. മേരി, ഷിജി, ഷൈനി, all of you please write a better introduction. Today ഇന്ന് നമുക്ക് എങ്ങനെയാണ് നല്ലൊരു ബ്യൂട്ടിഫുൾ ഇൻട്രൊഡക്ഷൻ എഴുതുന്നതെന്ന് നോക്കാം. In next class we will discuss about other paragraphs of the same question. So today I want all my dear students to write their own introductions. Okay. Yes, I can see you typing. Good. The line graph shows. There are two types of graphs. Line graph and instead of shows. What is the word you can write over there instead of shows? What is the word you can use over there? Shows. കാണിക്കുക അല്ലേ? അതിന് പകരം എന്ത് വേർഡാണ് ഇവിടെ യൂസ് ചെയ്യാൻ പറ്റുന്നത്? മെയിൻ തിങ് ഇസ് ദാറ്റ് യു ഷുഡ് പാരഫ്രേസ് അല്ലേ? സോ ഷോസിന് പകരം എന്ത് വേർഡാണ് അവിടെ യൂസ് ചെയ്യാൻ പറ്റുന്നത്? വിച്ച് ഇസ് another synonym for shows. Nisha says illustrates. Very good, Nisha. Nisha says illustrate. Good. What about Mary, Shijo, Jinzi, Maria? Okay. Represents. Yes, that is also a good word. The line graph represents. Good. All our students are aware about those synonyms which you can use over there. The number of. Number of ന് പകരം എന്ത് വേർഡ് യൂസ് ചെയ്യാൻ പറ്റുന്നേ? Number of. How many? Yes, good. How many? Correct answer ആണ് how many. Okay, see, I hope you have all written a beautiful introduction for this one. Today I would like to show my introduction for this graph. The line graph illustrates the number of UK residents going abroad from the UK and overseas residents visiting the UK between 1979 and 1999. What does the line graph show? The line graph illustrates the number of UK residents going abroad from the UK and overseas residents visiting the UK between 1979 and 1999. While here you are supposed to write about the other graph too, so used here as connecting word while. While the bar chart gives, what does the bar chart gives? Bar chart gives the information about how many UK residents traveled to 5 of the most popular countries in 1999. See, here we have given detailed about both the graphs. What both the graphs represents. Very good, Jason. He says indicates. Very good. That is a brilliant answer. The line graph illustrates the number of UK residents going abroad from the UK and overseas residents visiting the UK between 1979 and 1999. They have mentioned the year correctly. ഈ വർഷത്തിനിടയ്ക്ക് എത്ര പേര് യു കെയിൽ വന്നു and how many people went. Why? What about the bar chart? The bar chart gives the information about how many UK residents traveled to 5 of the most popular countries in 1999. 1999 യു കെ റെസിഡൻസ് 5 ഡിഫറെൻറ്റ് കൺട്രീസിലേക്ക് ട്രാവൽ ചെയ്തിരുന്നു അല്ലേ? അപ്പം അതിനെപ്പറ്റിയുള്ള ഡീറ്റെയിൽ ആയിട്ടൊരു ഇൻഫർമേഷനുമാണ് തരുന്നത്. ആൻഡ് ദേ ഹാവ് റിട്ടൺ ആൻ അനദർ സെൻറ്റൻസ്. സീ units are measured in millions of people. How the units are measured over there? Units are measured in millions of people. This is the way to write an introduction. When you get a combined graph, you are supposed to write You are supposed to paraphrase both the questions. നമ്മൾക്ക് തന്നിരിക്കുന്ന it could be 2 or more. ചിലപ്പോൾ 3 ഗ്രാഫ്സ് കിട്ടാൻ സാധ്യതയുണ്ട്. അപ്പോൾ ഓരോ ഗ്രാഫ്സിലും എന്താണോ പറഞ്ഞിരിക്കുന്നത്, you should paraphrase all those questions. ആ ക്വസ്റ്റ്യൻസ് ഓരോന്നും പാരാഫ്രൈസ് ചെയ്ത് എഴുതണം ഇൻട്രൊഡക്ഷനിൽ. ആൻഡ് ഫൈനലി യു ക്യാൻ റൈറ്റ് യൂണിറ്റ്സ് ആർ മെഷേർഡ് ഇൻ ഓർ യൂണിറ്റ്സ് ആർ എക്സ്പ്രസ്ഡ് ഇൻ. എങ്ങനെയാണോ ആ ക്വസ്റ്റ്യനിൽ യൂണിറ്റ്സ് തന്നിരിക്കുന്നത് അത് എടുത്ത് എഴുതുന്നത് നന്നായിരിക്കും. യൂണിറ്റ്സ് ആർ മെഷേർഡ് ഇൻ മില്യൺസ് ഓഫ് പീപ്പിൾ. ഇവിടെ പീപ്പിളിൻ്റെ കണക്കാണ് പറഞ്ഞിരിക്കുന്നത് അല്ലേ. amount of visitors who came and went. അതല്ല പറഞ്ഞിരിക്കുന്നത്. So here you can write units are measured in millions of people. So I hope you all understood how to write an introduction for combined graph. Next class we will see the same question and we will see how to write an overall and both the body paragraphs. Clear? So hope this session is clear to you all. Thank you so much. Thank you for attending the live sessions.